Welcome to our presentation on cybersecurity in healthcare. Today, we're going to explore how healthcare organizations are safeguarding patient information in the digital age. Healthcare organizations are now the prime targets for cybercriminals due to the value of medical data. Breaches can lead to identity theft, financial loss, and compromised patient care. Ensuring robust cybersecurity is not an optional, it is essential. So here we have data and statistics how important cybersecurity is. When we talk about sensitive patient data, it includes EHR, which is the electronic health record. And here we have regulatory frameworks, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, and General Data Protection Regulation. Here we have a case study, which is Medibank. It's a leading Australian private health insurer who suffered the cyber attack in 2022, which is the ransomware attack, wherein 9.7 million people are affected because of inadequate multi-factor authentication and third-party access. Healthcare faces a unique set of cybersecurity challenges, which is from outdated system to untrained staff. The risk is multiplied by interconnected network and complexity of medical technology. Here is the cybersecurity breach impact timeline, which is got immediate impact, service downtime, short-term consequences, and long-term recovery. The financial and reputational cost of cyber attacks can be devastating beyond fines and lawsuits, and the inability to access medical records during an attack can endanger life. The next slides are going to be presented by Mr. Sai.
Hello everyone, my name is Saisom. Today I'm going to present about the key technologies in cyber defense. So nowadays we have the many technologies to protect the computer systems, networks, and critical infrastructure from cyber threats and attacks. These are the example of net technologies in cyber defense. We have like firewalls, data encryption, multi-factor authentications, endpoints detection and response, and zero trust architectures. So among those technologies, we pick the top 5 technologies in cyber defense. So the first one we choose is firewalls. So the purpose is to block unauthorized network traffic. So why are we using this firewall? It is to prevent unauthorized access from when someone's entered to a computer system, network, or physical location without the proper authorization or permission. So it can be a deliberate act of hacking or accident one like using a work computer without authorized software. This access can lead to severe consequences, including data breach, like financial losses and reputation damage. The second one is IDS, IPS. IDS stands for intrusion detection system, and IPS stands for intrusion protection system. It helps detect and stop intrusion in real times. So, such as like malicious activity like ransomware before it spread to patient system. So what to do is we deploy intrusion detection and prevention system to monitor network traffic. The third one is antivirus or anti-malware. So why are we using this technology to prevent from cyber defense? Because healthcare is a top target for malware or phishing. So we use this to centrally manage antivirus tools on all endpoints, which are like doctors' PCs, nurses' tablets, and reception. And the fourth one is a zero trust architecture. Uh, why are we using this? Because we want to protect lateral movement inside the network. So um, we used micro segmentation between departments, enforce least privilege, and constantly identify. So when we use those device, we need to verify our identity every time we use. And the last one is encryption, DLP. DLP stands for data loss prevention. So it protects data and prevents sensitive information from leaking. Um, yeah, the next slide is implementing these cybersecurity measures for healthcare facility. So we come up with 6 steps for the implementation. So the first one is to assess the risks and assessment and planning. So it is to identify all of our digital assets like EMR, the electronic medical records, and all those lab systems. And we need to assess what's our vulnerabilities and classify the data's sensitivities. And the second phase, the phase two, is core security setup. So we need to set up the system like firewall deployment to install the one I mentioned in the previous slide, like firewalls with medical network segmentation, install like antivirus to deploy endpoint protection across desktop, mobile device, tablet, servers, and so on. And yeah, the third phase is data protection and control. So in this phase, we have like encrypt data. So we need to use full of DEX encryption and for data in motion. And in this phase, we also have like backup strategy. We need to set up automated encrypted offsite cloud backups and so on. Moving on to the next phase, we have network and access control. In this phase, um, we have to we have to have full controls over like stuff such as blocking stuff from accessing malicious or unapproved website. And also we have NAC system, uh, like enforcing policy so only secure device can access the network. And moving on to the next phase is phase 5, which is monitoring, trainings, and incident response. During this phase, uh, we need to train our staff like launch phishing simulations and training for how to handle the data, like the patient's data and so on. Also, in this phase, we have like incident response plan. So what does it mean? It means we have to document stuff for malware, outbreaks, breaches, and downtime scenarios, conduct drills. Last not but least, the last phase is advanced protection. In this phase, we have like zero trust implementation, which means we implement continuous verification and least privilege across the network. And also in this phase, we need to do like audit and penetration testing. So it means we need to perform like every quarterly we do like audits and like yearly red team testing. Next slide will be presented by my group member.
Hi, my name is Motaz Harani. My student ID is ENV24840. So let's now look at what happens when strong cybersecurity measures are successfully implemented in a healthcare setting. Firstly, we see a decrease in the number of successful cyber attacks. This directly protects patient data and reduces the risk of operational disruption. Secondly, healthcare organizations experience faster detection and response to incidents. This means threats are identified early and contained before they can cause serious damage. Thirdly, strong cybersecurity helps ensure compliance with legal standards, and it's critical for avoiding penalties and legal consequences. Lastly, perhaps most importantly as well, these efforts improve patient confidence. So when people trust their data is secure, they are more comfortable engaging with digital health services and sharing sensitive information. Okay, so despite all the advancements, cyber threats in healthcare continue to rise, unfortunately. But there is a clear path forward. The formula is quite simple. It's technology plus awareness equals defense. This means investing in the right cybersecurity tools, but also training staff and creating a culture of cyber awareness. Real-life cases like the Medibank breach reminds us that the consequences of weak security are severe, both financially and in terms of patient trust. So, continuous improvement is not just important, but it's essential. Cybersecurity is not a one-time project, but it's an ongoing commitment. Okay, so to wrap it up, here are the key takeaways. Cybersecurity is vital in healthcare because the stakes, which are patient safety, trust, and data privacy, are incredibly high. Also, successful cybersecurity strategies result in fewer attacks, faster responses, and stronger compliance. Lastly, building cyber resilience requires both advanced technologies and continuous staff education. Thank you for your time.